Hi, I'm Jared Bliss. I'm with Coach T. Our topic is suicide in the school system. So, did you know that Montgomery High School actually leads the state right now with the high suicide rate?
Montgomery High School or Montgomery County?
No, Montgomery County.
Montgomery County? Yes, I did.
Is there anything that you're trying to do, like personally, to actually help out?
Well, I just recently started up private practice with therapy, and I'm working with Tri-County, dealing with a lot of people who have suicidal ideation. I also work here at the school, at Conroe High School 9th Grade Center, and deal with quite a few kids. So I don't practice therapy after school, but I can use therapeutic concepts to try to recognize signs and symptoms of kids who might have suicidal ideation, or even adults, because it's not just, suicide is not just something that affects the kids, it affects everybody because it's a human thing. So I try to do my best to advocate and to be out there and be visual in the community as well as in school.
Well, being a health teacher, is there any tips you could give to like an adult or someone else that may help be able to identify someone with suicidal thoughts?
Yeah, I think that you have to, an educator has to want to have a relationship with the person, because when you have a relationship with a person, you know different things about that person, and when you know things about that person, you know when those things change. Say for instance with you, if you told me your favorite thing is Fortnite and you like music and all those type of things like that, and all of a sudden I never see you with headphones anymore, and you never talk about Fortnite anymore, but you look down, like, man, why isn't Jared, talking about Fortnite? He used to always talk about Fortnite.
Yeah.
But things start to change for him. If you start giving it, as a matter of fact, you gave away your PlayStation. Like, oh, I don't even play Fortnite anymore. I gave away my PlayStation. That's not like Jared, because he was obsessed with playing Fortnite. I had to tell him to leave Fortnite alone just to do his schoolwork.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. If I see you distancing yourself and I'm like, dang, I walk by the cafeteria or I'm in the class and Jared is sitting way over here. When he used to sit with this group, now he's just by himself.
Yeah.
So signs like that. But the only way that you notice those signs is if you actually want to know that person, that student, aka that human being.
Well, thank you for letting me interview you today.
I appreciate it, G. Yay.
Did you know that Montgomery County is actually leading the state right now in the highest teen suicide rate?
I did not know that.
Is there anything that you personally or you're working with the ISD to actually help anything?
With the ISD, I think what we do is we work through our counselors. They get trained. Things go on within our schools that kids are identified. I mean, teachers notice things, and we try to create counseling sessions for them through awareness, but then also to educate the parents on things that are out in the community that can give their child a support through that. So that's really, we're sort of a means to, in a way, a bridge to the support, because high school counselors work with scheduling classes, doing things such as that with our students in our school, but they also have training with supporting kids. But when you're at that point where you are considering suicide, our counselors can talk to those students, but there's things that need to happen outside of the school that really provide the support and help that child once again believe in themselves and work through their issues that have got them to that point of thinking of taking their lives or harming themselves.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know being as a principal, you have a little bit more power. Has anything that you tried to do to push more control towards it, like to help?
That's a tough question right there. I think the best thing we can do as educators is, I always want to create an environment in our building that is welcoming and warm. I want our teachers to be able to identify and notice kids. I tell them all the time, notice the kids when they're walking through the door, coming into class. I think a lot of times when, as an educator, if my whole job, I think I'm teaching content, I think that's the wrong thought process and approach to take. I think you always have to go into a school. I'm teaching kids,
Yeah.
and I'm here to create that relationship to help them believe themselves, and through them blaming themselves, they're going to learn the content and success will come. Because often our teachers, when our counselors do become aware of something, it's because a teacher noticed something or a student felt comfortable enough to tell their teacher, hey, I'm struggling at this point. So those teachers at that point reach out to the counselors. Even I, at the front door, when I'm there every morning greeting kids, I notice kids with a smile on their face or not. And I pause and stop and I can check certain situations. Like even this morning, I was able to talk to one of our students and found out some things that were going on. And I connected the counselor to that student, because I think we need to, sometimes we get so caught up in our busy worlds that we forget to stop and pause and notice individual kids and just say, hey, how are you doing today? And notice the smile on your face or not, and what can we do from there? I think that's the number one thing that everyone needs, to be recognized, to be noticed, and be appreciated.
Yeah.
So that's the type of environment that I want to create on our campus, and I work to create and hope to hire those teachers that have that like-minded mindset. But I always say that life is a journey, and you gotta go in one day at a time and keep learning and growing through the process and never get to a point where you feel like you have it all, you know it all, because you never do.
Yeah.
You never do.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting us interview you today. I hope you have a good day.
Thank you.
Did you know that Montgomery County actually leads the state right now in high school suicides, like the rate?
I did not know that. I knew that they were high, and I knew that they were like in the top 10. I did not know we were leading them.
One of the main issues for, like, one of the reasons people usually do commit suicide is due to overcrowding in schools. Basically, it makes it to where they feel more isolated. With more people, it's hard for teachers to actually focus on one individual student.
Okay.
Since they have to focus on, usually classes are about 20, 30 people, so they can't sit there and focus on individual people.
Okay.
And then having to walk through halls, and there's also bullying. That can also be a key factor in suicide for teens. Do you know what they're trying to do, to make it a little bit better, or what you are personally doing?
For our school, you mean at Conroe High?
Yeah,
So one of the things is, I know there's a big push for this bond, which would increase the size of the building and also add more teachers so that we can reduce class sizes. Although I did not know that was going to help with suicide, that's kind of an added bonus. I know that the counselors here are, always trying to look at ways to prevent suicide by doing some outreach stuff. I think that usually, especially for freshmen, that prevention is the best way to go. So I know the kid chat is there, but really I think that the key is teachers building relationships with students so that they can reach out if they feel like they need
is there anything that you were doing personally to help it?
that I personally do. So actually I am working towards a master's in counseling, so it's something that's on my mind a lot.
Yeah.
And I do try to do a quick assessment of my students, kind of daily or weekly. And when I get a kid that seems like they might be a little bit off or down, I try to make sure that I engage that kid to find out what's going on. Because I know that, this can be a really rough time for that kid.
Well, thank you for letting us interview you.
Thanks for coming in.
Blessed day.